welcome to the finale of the Triple Turtle Trilogy. This will be the last Frankenstein-related Universal Monsters Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover figure, April as the Bride of Frankenstein. Hello, this is Soundout here, and welcome to the finale of the Triple Turtle Trilogy. April O'Neil as the Bride of Frankenstein. This is a cool figure. April was the bride in the original Universal Monsters Ninja Turtles line from Playmates. However, Neca did for a completely different design, going for a more action-oriented Bride of Frankenstein, which really fits April's personality quite well. In addition to that, because the line is movie-inspired, they used the likeness of actress Judith Hoag, who played April O'Neil in the 1990 Ninja Turtles movie. And she's been quite involved with Neca in the creation of her own figure from that movie, and the creation of this one where she got to comment on design as well as likeness, and she had her signature of approval on it. This made for a really cool, unique figure within a unique line, and I'm very excited to take a look at it. So let's look at April as the Bride of Frankenstein.
The box for April O'Neil as the Bride of Frankenstein is excellent. I love the color usage and the expressiveness. It's a really, really cool look. On the side of the box, you can see that April is at the top. We got Leo under her, Mikey under her, and then Raphael at the bottom. So this is the original four that were revealed, except now all four of them are there. On the side of the box, we have April O'Neil as the Bride of Frankenstein. And of course, on the back, we have a wonderful collage image in the style of a movie poster, and I love these so much. They also have these really fun phrases, such as, "The shocking tale of April O'Neil as the Bride of Frankenstein. Witness all the gruesome journalism. Warning, the monster demands a reporter. Ripped from the deadlines. Hair-raising horror. Breaking news, she's alive and electrified." As expected, the front flap opens up so you can see the figure. So we have April O'Neil as the Bride of Frankenstein. I like that it took her look from the movie, it gave her like the yellow trench coat, but then tore it all up and gave it a Bride of Frankenstein look. It's not entirely just she's doing the bride thing, she's doing the April O'Neil reporter thing. The head sculpt is great. I love the way they worked in her red hair into a darker brown, so it's not the black hair that the Bride of Frankenstein had, but kind of a mixture of the two, and of course the lightning bolt design up the side. I love the lightning bolt earrings as well. I also do like the hose connecting one of her bolts to her back, which is a callback to the Raphael as Frankenstein's monster. On her torso, she's got two different bugs, a lot of different tatters. I love the bandages and how some of them are exposed, and so she's got blue skin underneath. It gives her sort of a Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas vibe. Down to the skirt, I like that there is a cut, which helps for posability, and I do like the unevenness of how many of the bandages have been revealed. I really like the way the shoes are designed. It kind of gives it a kind of a cool idea, and they aren't heels, but they are raised platforms, so she can actually pose a lot better than the normal April O'Neil figure. On the back, you can see that hose is plugging into her back somewhere, and there's a couple more bugs, and a few more bugs on the lower part of that trench coat, plus some really nice discoloration and tatteredness to the bottom. Articulation-wise, she has a ball-jointed neck that can look all around, shoulders that move out, shoulders that move 360 degrees, a single-jointed elbow that does rotate, a wrist swivel that does pivot in and out, a waist swivel, as well as an up and down, hips that move out, fairly okay, hips that move forward, thigh swivel, double-jointed knee, a knee with a rotation, an ankle pivot, and an ankle tilt. The only additional hands she comes with are holding hands, but don't worry, she comes with plenty of accessories too. First of all, she comes with an alternate head which has a smiling expression. It's a bit of a smirk. I like it, it gives her a lot of personality. She does include one of Raphael's size, much like the movie figure did. In fact, the accessories are almost the same as the movie figure, proportionately. And it's really cool to have, even if it's a different color than the one that came with Raph. She also comes with her bag. Her bag does have a chain to hold up as opposed to a strap, which is so cool. And having those metal chains is always great. And I like the bone that is put in the bag with a lock on it, which calls back to the Leonardo as Igor figure. So all three figures have some design elements carrying forward between them. It's also fun because the bag can move around in different ways, which means you have more options and it can kind of float with that chain. Her main accessory is this microphone / electricity pole / bow staff. This thing is so cool. It gives her kind of a weapon while also giving her a broadcast device. You can see that towards the top you have the old school radio tower, but then you have the coils and the pole that would be seen in the Bride of Frankenstein for conducting the electricity. There's hoses that connect into a power box in the middle. And yeah, she can broadcast as a reporter through this microphone, which I think is such a cool idea that she's still a reporter even though she is now more ghoulish and more Frankenstein-y. She can also use it as a weapon. It totally feels like a natural bow staff-like weapon to have for her, and that's honestly pretty cool. In addition to all that, she comes with some really messed up looking rats that have like an eyeball and an ear attached to them. Weird. Plus a little spider. Height-wise, she's going to be around Marvel Legends size, at least to Ghost Rider size, and you know, that kind of makes her a nice contrast to some of the other sizes of figures. Here she is with the 1990 movie April O'Neil figure, which also has the same likeness to it. And I like that there is similarities with the bag over the shoulder, with the microphone, which the other April came with the side that the other April came with. So it's kind of like a nice little parallel to the two different figures. But I do say that even though the likeness on the right side for the April O'Neil looks more like, you're supposed to look more like April O'Neil, I think the actual likeness to Judith Hoag is stronger on the Bride of Frankenstein April O'Neil. Now, of course, you can put the bride with the monster of Frankenstein, and they make a nice pairing. I like, again, the use of the pressure gauges and the hoses around the neck into the back. That kind of gives them a nice visual symmetry. And then, of course, here she is with the other three turtles so far. This line is off to such a great start. I can't wait for its future endeavors with Invisible Man Donnie, with Phantom of the Opera Casey Jones, with Van Helsing Splinter, and hopefully a Dracula Shredder. I feel like that's where we're going. This line is amazing. I will never drop this line from Neca, even if I were to drop every other Turtles line. This is my absolute favorite and is the most fun and engaging I think I've ever seen. Overall, this is a fantastic figure. It feels like every one of these that I review is better than the previous one, and that's really exciting that the line is continuing to grow in quality and style. I can't wait to see what else they do. I will literally take any figure from this line because they're such inventive, unique figures in the Ninja Turtles landscape.
So that was April as the Bride of Frankenstein, and that is the Frankenstein-related Ninja Turtles Universal Monsters crossovers from NECA. And I welcome you to join me one more time on Frankenstein Week. Tomorrow is the big finale. We'll be taking a look at another Bride of Frankenstein, and in fact that one might be one of the greatest action figures ever made. Stay tuned for tomorrow. It all ends there.